We'll find out then if Fnatic can move one step closer to doing what no other team has done before, which is win a back-to-back majors. Of course, they have their names etched in the trophies over quite a long time, but certainly no back-to-back here as we see the kickoff to this round, and it seems like it will be a big spread out here from eBettle early on.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fake towards the A bomb site. We do have Pete there with a flash and a smoke, and Hyper also on the A bomb side, so they're probably going to double smoke it. He's actually, yeah. So it's going to be an A fake here, and then they're going to hope that we have the rotation coming in from Fnatic. Well,
JW, as we pretty much expected, will start things off here in this round. He'd pushed right underneath, and look at where the bombs dropped down there as well. That's an unfortunate little start here. JW does get knocked down to 3 though, but losing out early, a lot of information gained there by JW.
Yeah, and now the eBettle are forced to actually just stop the fake that they were planning on doing, because obviously they saw the bomb, choosing to just fall back towards the B bomb side instead.
Still got about 45 seconds remaining in this round though. We can see there 2 men from eBettle, but I'll have Pronax and at least a 3 HP JW sat underneath the drop down from apartments there, and there is Pronax spotting them, so the rest of Fnatic going to start to come in. We'll have Flusher from short, and him and JW will combine here, and that's another 2 men down. Hyper and Pete will be the last 2 remaining. That's a nice little grenade. We'll find that low HP man JW started off the fragging earlier on underground, but there is Flusher still, and it's now all on Hyper. He gets dealt with, and Fnatic looking very, very strong here, losing just the 1 man. Crimson Pronax went a little bit low, but job done there from round 1.
Yeah, and for eBettle, I actually thought that it would be an A fake and then it would just end up going B. I think that the plan was to go underground and go into the A connector and just split it that way. But when you have the bomb going first and Fnatic spots the bomb, and you did have time to rotate, but you don't even do that. So basically you just say, okay, scratch the round we were planning on doing and let's just go B. You don't really want to do that. You want to keep on going with the plan that you have.
Let's have a look at this one then. We do see Armor coming out, forcing up here in round number 2, but they're just falling into position, and Fnatic say, well, there's not much of a more easy defense than that when they literally drop out from balcony in exactly the same position. Didn't even need to come off the trigger there for that one. And it leaves, all of a sudden, just Rallen all alone. Got that Tech 9, but Olaf Meister going to push him down here, and that's an easy conversion round for Fnatic.
Yeah, and look, Jade, 195 damage with that nade. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did see eBettle buy some pistols and some nades, but overall, not looking too pretty for him right now. Fnatic are cashing in.
And of course, this round, they're not going to have anything to work with. Just a couple of P250s, so we'll take a small miracle, I think, if eBettle are to win this one. And they have decided to take it slow once again. 2 men over towards the A site, and 3 pushing over towards B. We'll see if it's more successful for them than the similar setup that they had in the pistol. Once again, JW is the man that's pushed straight on through window, and we'll get all the information here saying, right, they're not pushed up in middle. He will be spotting a couple here as he goes through, and actually does go down to Pete, but he was still rocking that P250. He's basically got nothing to collect from there after going down.
Yeah, and for eBettle here, it's just all about trying to cause some damage. They're not really expecting to win this round at all. Only getting that 1 kill on JW, and he only had a pistol, so not really getting their money's worth, even though they only bought two P250s. If they do manage to get 1 more here, then at least you drop the weapons or the armor and the kit on Crims, for example.
So far has 1, will make it 2, and should be finishing off here. Actually, Olaf Meister just coming in for that one. Bomb was dropped there as well on the A ramp, so certainly not an easy scenario to be in. But now we're going to see eBettle and what exactly they can pull off here, as the AKs will appear in round number 4. Fnatic, of course, will be rocking that AWP with JW, who had saved in rounds 2 and 3, just saving up to get that up.
This is where it gets hard.
Okay.
I mean, I like this. This is some new inventive stuff coming in from eBettle. Having the taser, obviously Ronald has a plan with it, but we will see an A smoke round here coming in from eBettle. We're gonna have to see. A lot of the teams just tend to smoke off the bomb side itself and once up smoking in CT spawn and try to plant towards connector. But since eBettle, they don't have 1 guy in middle, so chances are you just smoke it out like normal and just try and get the bomb down. Just a default plant.
Well, we'll see if Rallen gets an opportunity to even use this taser. Not sure that's going to particularly work out for him here. We see the defense there from Fnatic. Crim's going to be up top on balcony there. Very good flashes coming out from the back there by Olaf. And we do see that JW has also moved back around. So here is JW up close, but they've managed to get the first couple of kills here. Rallen and Grubby getting those. Olaf will get one back though. So it's a 4 versus 3 here. 3 men down fairly low for eBettle. So this one not over just yet. There's a good kill for Philin, but Olafmeister with 2 to his name. And this 2 versus 3. Pronax chimes in as well from Connector, and eBettle not being able to get in there to get the bomb down. Another one for Olafmeister, but it's Hyper that will come up big for eBettle to win them their first round of the game.
Yeah, and it wasn't looking that good for eBettle, even though they had a man advantage. They didn't plant the bomb, and the smokes, they always faded, so you had Olafmeister and CD spawn. It was just easy pickings for him. He could just stand there and kill off the bomb planter. You had Pronax and Connector, so there was really nothing they could do there except for actually taking the duels. Great 1-on-2 there from Hyper, ending up winning their first round.
And with that, losing those weapons from last round, no bomb plant, and a couple of them going down earlier on. We do see 2 Galils this round for them. One of which is Rallen, who's just tried to get an early grenade off towards Pronax. Only did 8 damage to him. And once again, JW is going to be trying for an early push here up middle. There were 3 around that corner, so he's going to have someone to have a go at. The question is if he hits the shot, actually will be spotted early there and isn't able to land the shot. Hyper is going to peek around. They've got a man from short that they need to be careful of, and JW staying there at Connector. Meanwhile, they have lost Flusher as well. So again, a nice little early start for eBettle. JW didn't spot the man up top mid. I'm not sure that he did, and he's been now smoked out there from window. So looks like eBettle have decided, okay, it's time to start things off. They're moving towards B with the bomb.
Yeah, great default strat from eBettle in the beginning. Like I was saying, playing defensively, just making sure that they keep Fnatic in place so they don't just keep on pushing.
They've moved up already now to apartments. Hyper is in middle, so he'll play the lurker here, try and get anyone rotating back away. There is JW missing the shot. Pronax here up close, gets himself to almost getting the third there before finally being taken out. But it leaves just 3 men for eBettle. Olafmeister should make short pickings there of Furlan. Actually had the grenade in hand, but bomb is planted here for eBettle, but they need to come up big. There's 1 man going down. It's now all on Hyper, who won that 1v2 at the end of the last round. Can he go 1 versus 3? No, he can't. JW is going to pick up that one and get himself the defuse. So they got in there, got the bomb plant down, but weren't able to hold.
Yeah, great timing from the flash with Pronax there. JW in the kitchen area as well, making sure, yeah, he didn't hit the shot, but then eBettle, they're afraid of actually just jumping down. That's why that's why it took so long for them to actually run out. So Pronax flash, great timing, managing to get to 2 there. I don't necessarily agree with eBettle though, going towards the B area when they actually do get the entry on flush. At least try to split it so you don't just all get stacked up and just run towards B, especially with the man advantage.
And that's left now eBettle with basically no money. We can see there's just a single P250, no nades or flashes or anything to work with here, and this should be just a simple mop-up round. You see Flusher there on short. They managed to send Rallen over here into the A site, trying to get that plant down, but Olafmeister holding strong, wasn't drawn away from the site, and will get the kill before the bomb goes down. Very quick round there with the win going to Fnatic. Now 5-1 up in this one, and we will be seeing guns back in the hands of eBettle, but will they be able to do anything with this one?
Yeah, I mean, the way that it's panning out, it looks like they're just going to stick with what worked before, and that was obviously an A smoke round. And you do see that lining up to do the exact same thing again. We did see though the way that I was talking about before, the smoke ones, that they actually just have it regularly, like the default smokes, trying to get the bomb down. It didn't necessarily work out last round. You had Hyper just bail them out. Hopefully they're gonna be a little bit faster this round.
Well, let's see Molotov inside of Palace to slow things, but they have pushed through here. 1 man down at Sandwich. The other 3, I think, were pretty much flashed up there. They have killed off Crims, though, and the smoke covering off from jungle and CT spawn will allow them to surely get this bomb planted. It'll be Furlan that takes the risk on that one. However, look at this position from Flusher. He's coming in from behind. They are exchanging frags right now, but it leaves just Pete all alone here. does have almost full HP, but now blinded up once again, and the diffuse is already going on here. Flush is going to go in, gets the diffuse. Pete was also sniped off by JW. They had the feeling that he was down there, and you know, eBettle getting into the site fairly early on, but favourable for trades really for Fnatic, leaving them one man to the good. Makes it easier to finish off the round.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic, they're doing a really good job in just staying alive. You do have Crims obviously going down on the A bomb side, but everyone else just backs off, wait for the smokes to fade, and then we can try and retake the site. So yeah, eBettle did get the bomb down here, but you had Flusha on the very, very fast flank as well. So overall, really good hold from Fnatic.
Back onto not a lot here for eBettle. This time, though, do have a couple of flashes and smoke. Well, and they just caught a face full of grenade there from Pronax. It looks like this will be a fairly quick push. Pronax will spot them coming in there, manages to get onto site, and that means that two of them will line up. The bomb is down, hyper fall, Grubby gonna go low. Finally, they get rid of Pronax, but surely too little, too late in this one. There's a Molotov burning on the site, and Pete will find himself all alone here inside of apartments. That's an easy shot for Flusha, and Fnatic dispatching of that eco round. Trying out something a little faster this time for eBettle, but kind of ended up the same as previous ecos.
Yeah, and I mean, overall now for eBettle, it's been 8 rounds. They haven't done a single standard round, really. They did the A smoke rounds. Whenever they're saving, they're going B. They did try to get the bomb down A on that one save. They did have one very defensive default when the JW pushed up middle, and they actually did manage to get the entry on Flusha. But that's all we've seen from them. Like, this is the first round, actually, we do see, I think, a regular default round coming in from eBettle. They don't have anyone covering A, though, so if Fnatic are smart, they can actually just push here.
Fnatic have pushed JW into Palace, so he's going to be getting a lot of information from this one. I'll say, okay, guys, even if they're going to push A, it's either coming late or they're not coming Palace whatsoever, and they're going to go all from ramp. As it looks, though, 3 men inside the middle. There is Hyper taking out Olafmeister. The question is here, do they go short, which is certainly a possibility with Hyper now coming around.
And JW, yeah.
Flashed himself there, to be honest. Didn't blind Flusha whatsoever, who was holding strong. And that's the bomb down there. JW's kill spots him the bomb inside of T-spawn, and it's in a horrible position, really. Those are the kind of shots that you might expect JW to hit. Pete actually will get the kill onto him, though. So it is a 4 versus 3 here. Crims will spot one up inside by window.
And just spot Pronax here. He's in T-spawn so fast on the flank here. So even if eBettle gets the bomb down, they will never expect Pronax to be this fast on the flank.
As Phil, I'm going to push through to CT spawn, though the flashes came in, but he still can't get the frag. There is Pronax now making his presence felt as Pete goes down, missing that AWP shot, and it's now all on Grubby. He sprays towards Pronax, got him down to 13. But once again, Fnatic taking the trades, keeping those men alive, and then coming in for the retake.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. When you let Fnatic just push where they want, when you do a default round on any map, you want to make sure everything is covered. eBettle, they had the B bomb site covered, they couldn't push there. They had underground covered, they couldn't push there, and they had 3 guys in mid. The problem was that they had no one towards the A bomb site, so it let just JW, obviously he pushed apartments, he can't spot anyone, and then he gives him the free kill on the T spawn. You want to make sure when you do a default, just have one guy stationed there at least, either apartments or just make some noise in the A ramp, so you make sure that the Fnatic players are stationed so they don't actually push you.
Not the first time that we've seen a man from Fnatic push around the back through T-spawn either. Some little adaptation that eBettle might be doing a little bit better with if they'd have held that one off. A lot of flashes and smokes coming in, but you see the early Molotovs going straight back down, which will slow eBettle right off from this one. JW once again, he's going to peek at ramp, did get the clip onto one. That was Pete. It was Hyper does go down there. Is Crims again to rack up 2, and again it's looking like a far too easy defense as Rallen will come to connector. Couldn't even finish off the 1, and Fnatic win another round. This time they didn't lose a single man, and to be honest, they almost had a full hand of grenades left after that round.
Yeah, eBettle, the same thing again. They're trying to do what worked on that one round, which was the A smoke round. The only difference here was that Rallen actually, instead of going with them towards the A ramp, he tried to go mid in case they got the bomb down, so he had a better positioning. The problem there is he's way too late. He's trying to help them out with the smoke and then fall back, and that leads me to believe that the eBettle, one of the players doesn't know the smoke grenade. So then it's just losing a bunch of time for eBettle.
Well, Fnatic said, let's get this round done as quickly as possible. Pushing 2 men up mid there. JW there as well. Grubby does manage to get 2, but they lose pretty much everyone straight away after that one. And Fnatic move in to double figures. AWP will go through here, which doesn't make all that much difference if you look at the money there that Fnatic have right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing good right now. They can retire, fall back, buy a house, and still have money left. That's how good of a position Fnatic is right now. We do see yet another up now, Pete, so hopefully we'll see another default round. And we do have someone, we have Furlan going towards the A apartments, just to make sure that JW doesn't do the push again.
There's a smoke over the top into window. And, you know, some players would say, all right, I'm going to change position to connector. JW says, no, you know what, I'm going to jump out of window and go straight into middle, where he picked off Grubby there as the first kill. Bomb is actually down there on the top of middle as well. So Fnatic again getting the early kill, keeping this man advantage. As you said, even when that bomb's been down, they've kept man advantage. There is Hyper, but again, Fnatic pushing at the same time from 3 different areas. You can't do a lot in that scenario.
No, not at all, and especially when you did have only the eBettle players coming from up mid. You got to make sure that you keep that you make sure when you do take over middle, yeah, you can smoke off the window, but you have to make sure you have the smoke off connector as well at the same time, so you force either JW outside of the connector and leaves him in a very awkward position, or you just leave him alone, you jump over, try to make sure that you have catwalk control from the left side of mid, so Flusha can't peek, and there you go, then you at least have some control and you can work from there.
Control not being something that eBettle have really had. Yeah, they've got into that A site a couple of times and got the bomb down, but it was never really under control, I think, in any of those scenarios. As Pronax again, he's going to open up the frag. And look at this, there are 4 men on that side of the map here from Fnatic, reading eBettle like a book. And when they do come into the site, Olaf Meister is going to be sat there, boosted up, gets himself 2. There's 1 there at the van, but I'm not sure he's even going to be needed here. There's smoke covering the entire bomb site as JW comes around the back. Pete last man at the bench, and Crims will take him. Fnatic again winning a round, losing just a single man. And, well, we expected this game to be fairly one-sided, but Fnatic really showing that they know how to play this CT side. And for me, eBettle, you know, a lot of teams after 6-7 rounds would have probably taken a timeout and said, look guys, what can we do? What do we need to change here? I think eBettle might be thinking, you know, this game is a write-off for us. We're not going to beat Fnatic. We just keep playing, see what we can get, and, you know, move on and try and get through from the lower bracket side.
Yeah, perhaps. And I mean, like you're saying, they're getting completely outmatched here by Fnatic. They're doing whatever they want. Flushy is even helping them out by killing JW.
Bit of a TK there, but it is now Hyper once again. He's got 1 flash to work with, and a decoy which I'm not sure will be particularly helpful. And the bomb is down there, just around the corner from the stairs, and I think that Fnatic know exactly where that one is. He's still got a minute to play with here, with just that Galil in hand, but Pronax is already waiting from connector. Do see bomb gets picked up. There is Pronax though, and that is 13 rounds to 1. Final round of the first half coming in, but Fnatic could be picking up possibly one of the biggest wins that we've ever seen at a major.
Yeah, I mean, we've never actually had a 16-0. Now, it's 13-1, but by the looks of it, the round that eBettle won was from that 1-on-2 versus Hyper. It could have well just have been like 14-0 right now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, to be honest. If he'd have not clutched that one, and, you know, we had him down as a key player for this eBettle team, and, well, he was certainly a key in that single round that they have on the board, but I have to feel for them. This is a punishing loss at the very start of things. And to be honest, Crims having a bit of fun here as well, I think. He's going to be sat with the Org, switching between Palace and mid. If you look at the minimap there, eBettle spread out once again, leaving the bomb further over towards that terrorist spawn. But there's 2 kills again for the 1, so a favourable trade here for Fnatic. The bigger push is coming over towards A by the looks of it, but Olaf not really had any problems here. Played ticket booth almost every single round and not really missed a beat. His nade will come out, not do too much damage though, and they know now that they're in. But once again, it's Fnatic that have that man advantage. The bomb will slowly be crawled in there, but will they be able to actually get the bomb down in the first place and then be able to hold it afterwards? Pronax from jungle. will surely finish this one off. It's a 14-1 first half for Fnatic. As we said, we expected a big win for them. I wasn't quite expecting 14-1 here, though, from the first half.
Yeah, no, me neither. But yeah, that's the thing. What we were talking about the maps before, when you take a gamble, and when you're hoping for 2 of the maps out of the remaining 3, and you end up with the map that you don't want, you're going to be in trouble. And yeah, sure, they were boot camping for 5 days, but I wonder how much time they actually spent in going over so they actually at least know how to play 6 maps.
And that's the thing, right? You know, Fnatic, did they really need to learn any new maps or you know, come up with new strategies? Form in the past year tells you probably they didn't need to change all that much. Yeah, teams can figure them out, but if you got those unpredictable things in your team, JW I'm talking about here, who just does random stuff to throw you off guard, then it becomes very difficult to read a team, even though they've had no real roster changes, not exactly come up with massive changes in play style over this time. They're just very good at playing the game that they play.
Yeah, and I mean, the whole thing about Fnatic is that when you have a player like JW, so in the beginning of the round, let's say Pronax, he wants a specific CT setup. JW might go like, well, I want to push apps this round with Max 7. Then Pronax will just adjust because they know for a fact the way that Fnatic are playing the game, especially on their CT side, is that they just count that JW is dead. They just count that we need to be able to hold the sites two on each side, and then just work from there. And that's why like a player like Crims comes into handy, because he can single-handedly hold down a site. You can actually, on Inferno, for example, you can just leave him at B. On Mirage here, for example, you have Pronax holding B as well, really good. So they have these players that can just hold off a site by themselves and making sure that they have control everywhere else, even if JW ends up going down.
Well, we see eBettle there on your screen. Honestly, not looking too phased about being 14-1 behind. We shouldn't misinterpret that one for, confidence coming into their CT side to win 15-0. I don't think that's where the, smiles remain here. That's more of a, well, we're down and out of this one. We've not taken a timeout when we could have certainly used that to maybe talk about what needs to be changed. But they are massively behind in this game. And honestly, Fnatic on the cards here. We'll see how this pistol round goes from. Maybe eBettle will be able to at least get a few rounds on the board. But this push is going to be a fast and heavy one over towards the B-bomb site. Fnatic not going to mess around. That's a good little counter flash to slow things down. And Hyper with a 5-7 on the bomb site. We'll see what he can do. Flusher has already taken out Furlan here. Olofmeister going to push towards Kitchen. So we've got a 4 versus 4 going on. There is Hyper connecting no shots though as he bursts through the smoke. He's got 2 men right in his face, and we're left at a 3v3 and only 10 health there for Rallen. They know that Pete will be pushing short. They know that one is coming from Kitchen as well. But can they get the bomb down? They need to just squeeze it there into the corner. They don't seem to care about getting the bomb down. Flusher almost with a jumping headshot there onto Grubby. Pronax gets another one. Rallen's going to fall to Pronax as well. And that will be 15 rounds to 1. Pistol going to Fnatic. And well, eBettle got nothing to work with here. This is looking like a 16-1 shutout. Yeah, and I just want to point something out with Fnatic there. They had the whole bomb site. They could just easily plant the bomb if they wanted to. Instead, they do something unorthodox, as per usual with Fnatic. They decide to push into Kitchen instead, killing off their first member, and then obviously they have the control there. They have the whole bomb site. They have the flank. The only way that eBettle can come from is basically from Catwalk. So I really like that play from Fnatic. Well, you don't see much of a chance here for eBettle, but buying up head armor, a couple of pistols and a scout for Rallen as well, so not out of it just yet. I'm not saying that there's a comeback on the cards here, but that would be a... Well, I think that would be the most interesting thing, would be the craziest thing, and probably the most surprising thing to ever happen in Counterstrike history if that were to happen at this point, but we'll see. Maybe a couple of rounds still in the bag here for eBettle. Oh, just a 16-1 for Fnatic. We'll find out here because it looks like the push is going to come over towards this A site. First flash has been thrown over the top, and Grubby will have to back away. Completely blind there. He will get the shot off and the kill onto JW. So the start here not looking all that bad for eBettle, but can they convert it into more? One more shot will take them down, and Grubby and Rallen there combining to get a couple more back. But Olofmeister, Mac 10 here. Can he clutch this one? Can he pick up an ace, go 5 kills in this one round to win the game for Fnatic? There's the answer. No, he can't. Grubby will keep eBettle in the game for now.
Yeah, great play by Grubby there. First getting that first anti-flash, getting that first kill, and then eBettle again with a very good flash towards the A ramp, which gave him two extra kills. So yeah, good hold from eBettle. A little bit sloppy from Fnatic, obviously. They know they're in the driving seat, just one flash over, no smokes, and just hoping that they would just kill them with aim.
Well, let's see if Fnatic turn this one back on its head. It'd be almost typical for this game here. If eBettle, you know, winning round number 2, were to lose here in the 3rd round against the Deagle of Crims and Flusher, plus the P250s as well. And look at Olofmeister. He's already somehow snuck all the way up through connector in towards jungle, gets the kill, gets the FAMAS. Let's see if he can get more. He does manage to get more. Flusher's also taken down Grubby, and now 2 men remain here for eBettle, both of which are over by that B site. The bomb will be planted in A, and this is a perfect position for Olofmeister to now be sat. There's the 1 man taken down low. He's now all on Furlan, and he will be finished off by Crims. It's Fnatic picking up the victory here. 16 rounds to 2. An easy day at the office, really, for Fnatic. Not challenged whatsoever in that game.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was just, you know, it was the deathmatch, basically. Running around, make sure that you're warmed up for the upper bracket game versus either Na'Vi or Titan. So, but yeah, overall, very solid from Fnatic. You see there, the core players, Olofmeister playing great, seems to be on form. Even Pronax was actually really good that game. So overall, just across the board, a very solid game play from all of the Fnatic players, and really nothing eBettle could do. They just got shut down.
Yeah, I mean, actually, if I look down the scoreboard there, Olofmeister had more than 3 players in terms of frags on eBettle, so really not a close one. We were expecting Fnatic to come out strong and have an easy victory, quite frankly, in that one. But while we're here, I want to pick your brain a little bit, because Na'Vi versus Titan coming up next. We've already seen Fnatic easy push through into the upper bracket winners game. Na'Vi and Titan. Now, Na'Vi, of course, a more established team. Of course, they've been pushing far in some of these events. They're a very good team. Titan with the switchers. Can Titan actually beat Na'Vi at this point?
I think they have a chance, especially if knowing how good Shox can be under the reins of existence. I do believe that they have a shot, especially if Shoxy plays the way that he used to play. If he's not in the server, then obviously no, I don't believe that they're gonna win. But if he's there, if he's playing up to his top potential, then yeah, for sure they have a chance. But yeah, Na'Vi obviously clear favorites there as well.
Yeah, I think eBettle as well, you know, they came into this one, and, you know, when you get drawn in this group, you kind of just scratch your head and say, well, at least we managed to qualify for this one in a group with Fnatic, Na'Vi, and Titan. It's going to be tough for them. We'll see what they can do. We have Olofmeister on the NVIDIA expert desk, so take it away.
Thank you very much, Joe. Indeed, we have Olofmeister coming here after his win with Fnatic against eBettle in the first match of Group C, a result that most people would have expected, but also in the fashion that most would have expected. You guys just coming in strong as one of those favorites here at this major in ESL 1 Cologne. How are you guys feeling after that first match? Just all right, well, as expected too from us, or?
Well, we expected to win, but like winning like that, maybe not. The first game is always shaky, but this time it felt really good.
Yeah.
Do you even feel bad, Olofmeister? Do you even feel like at some point we should stop this? Let's just take a quick break. You know, relax for a bit.
No, never.
All right.
Well, not at majors.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's good to know, right? I mean, a lot of people are looking at you guys. I mean, Jason and Moses, how did you guys view that match? I mean, it was pretty straightforward, right? The score does speak for itself in this case, it seems.
It was a slaughter. I mean, I even saw an AUG being picked up for you guys on CT side just for the hell of it, just to pick up some more kills. I mean, you know, eBettle, they had the team that potentially had a chance to catch off guard for 1 or 2 rounds, but even then, it didn't even happen. Like 15-1 or 14-1 scoreline in the first half is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the funny part was we go through all the players. We mentioned Olofmeister, best player in the world, JW. I mean, we mentioned all these guys, and we didn't even really talk about Crims. Like, you guys have such a deep team, a deep map pool. What's the weakness?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, if you don't even know,
doesn't want to give up secrets.
I don't want to give it up.
All right.
I know our weakness, but I'm not going to say it here.
Oh, okay.
I want to ask though. I think most people expect that you guys will make it through the group stage, even if you had like a tougher match this time. But I'm wondering, is it is it worth it for a team like Fnatic to get a little bit of pressure in the group stage, just so you guys wake up, maybe you sort of get back in the mix, or is it fine to just cruise through like this? I mean, we don't know how your next match is going to be. It could be either against Na'Vi or Titan, I guess,
think
but
playing the group stage is the hardest part.
Yeah.
For me at least. If we lose, we're not doing good. Like we have nothing. We need to go through. That's the only point. Like for me, the group stage is the hardest thing to do. But pressure, I have more pressure on myself than I take from other people. I put some pressure on myself, and then like we have a good team, so you always know it's gonna end up good in some way.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, a lot of it does seem like, I mean, it's what we've been seeing, I mean, result-wise too, and everyone's kind of figured out like, oh, well, there's this part of the recipe for success, and okay, now we're seeing actually all parts of it. You guys seem to have it all brought together. Then going forward, you were just saying, well, the group stages in some ways is a little bit more nerve-wracking. Are you concerned at all about either of the next teams that you might have to play? Is there a preference, or are you like, well, I mean, we got to get through one of them anyway, so...
Like, I don't really care who we meet. We need to win against everybody, so
Right.
for me, I don't care. But I guess Na'Vi is the better team out of Na'Vi and Titan, but I think it's the same for us, really.
But we were talking about before about how Existence has like a pretty good read on you guys, like historically speaking. I think you guys probably have like a more solid lineup overall. But I mean, I think Na'Vi is a better team than Titan too. But do you think that Titan factor, does that not scare you at all?
Nope. Well, it did before when Canes was Canes, but after the update, Canes is not the Canes he is. He's really good, like one of the best for sure. But
what about Shocks?
they had 50 frags against us one time. What?
What about Shocks though?
If Shocks goes back to like a few months ago, then he's scary. But right now, no.
See, that's what I said.
Oh, you were just asking just to get your own credit here, because obviously all of mine just told us all about it.